Hello, guys. I am Mukul, your host for the day. Welcome to the seventh episode of the Decode podcast. Today, we will be talking about Python and the various web frameworks that the language offers. For this, we have today with us two of our expert solution engineers, Sumit and Shubham. Hi, guys.
Hey, I'm Sumit Chawla, currently working as a senior solution engineer at Deqode, and I have over 5 years of experience in software development.
Hi, I'm Shubham Jain. I'm a solution engineer at Deqode and I've been working with Python since 2 years.
So, you guys, why don't we begin by talking about how you got to learn and know about Python and how your journey has been so far?
Well, funny story. I was a JavaScript developer in the beginning and I'm a football nerd. So one day I wanted to predict the score during the Champions League game because I thought it'd be fun. And that's how I got introduced to machine learning and Python. So I started working on a model to predict the points table a week before the match. The model I developed was not that bad actually. It predicted correct points for 10 matches. After that, I instantly fell in love with the speed of development with Python, and being a DSA enthusiast, I realized how easy it was with Python to work around data structures. So it became the obvious language for me.
Yeah, so it's been quite a journey for me as well. So interestingly, I did my engineering in electronics and communication back in 2013, and then I did B.Ed and started working as a teacher. During that time, I came across Python as I had C++ and Java as my subjects in college, but I was not aware of the qualities and things that Python possesses. After working for a few years, I decided to do PG diploma from CDEC, and that's where I learned Python and ML related stuff in detail. Immediately, I fell in love with it and started working on projects which landed me here.
Great to hear that. By the way, Shubham, I love football as well, and I would love to talk more on that prediction model of yours later.
Sure.
Okay. Now, great to know about your journey so far, and glad to know how convenient a language Python is. But from my knowledge, Python has certain frameworks as well, and I would want you to enlighten our listeners about these frameworks and your experience with them.
A framework is basically a structure that is developed and designed by excellent developers so that it becomes easy for you to build your software on top of that structure. Let's say you're building a house. It'd be faster and easier for you to build it if someone has already built the foundation and frame of that house, right? And it has been tested multiple times, so you know that it's reliable. It makes development faster and reliable.
Yeah, so basically it provides a platform to build applications with various complexities.
Yes, it allows you to focus more on high-level functionalities of your application. Generally with frameworks, you get a project structure. So if you are working in a team, it's always better to work on a defined structure to avoid conflict. And a lot of frameworks are open source and are continuously improving. So for example, when I'm working with Django, all I have to do is run few lines of code. I've got an initial project running. After that, I can customize it and just add my own functionalities. I don't have to define too much file structure. I get a lot of tools to debug my application, and because it's been used by a lot of developers, you get a huge support.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's basically a pre-made base for the pizza. Just put veggie and cheese on it and you have your end product. I have a rather interesting story. So my first company was a startup and I was placed as an ML engineer. My main role was to do data wrangling initially, and then we were working on a classification model. So basically, we wanted to identify the category of the products that we were getting through different websites. So let's say, for example, I get a OnePlus mobile with the description. So you do not need someone to label it manually, and our model should be able to classify it correctly, and the whole process becomes automated. Once our model was ready, we were looking for a framework through which we can expose it actually and get the results somehow. And that's when I first came to know of Flask. Since it is a lightweight web development framework, we were able to create an API quickly through which we could get the results. And after some time, I switched into web development, and since then, I have been working with these frameworks.
This was a brief of the conversation we had on this episode for the Decode podcast. To listen the full episode, click on the link in the description and hit that subscribe button to get early access of the upcoming episodes.